Last year you may remember I looked at my new phone. Well, I've had it for over a year now, so I thought I'll do a little update of how I'm getting on with it. As you can see, it's still in a very good condition. No scratches on the thing, not much in the way of problems with it. I've not had any problems with it so far. A couple of times it's crashed, but just resetting it quickly solved that. In case you don't know with this phone, if you press the power button and the home button together for 5 seconds, that resets it, because obviously there's no way on the back to reset it because of the integrated battery back on this phone. Like I say, I've not had any problems with this phone. I'm still very happy I chose this over other phones. I'm going to now give you a little demonstration of how I've set it up. So I've got chosen to have 4 home screens. I've got I can't remember what it's called, but like the email, the messaging tool there. Also have the simple clock and date function, which tends to be my default home page. I also have this feature, which was included in the thing, and I just use it mainly for the battery life, as well as to switch on and off various functions. As you can see, my battery life is quite good. I've had this on all day and it's still on 78%, and that includes watching a couple of YouTube movies on it. Like I say, you still need to charge it up. It's worth charging it up every day, but I am happy with the battery life, and it easily lasts me the whole day. And the last thing I have on my home page is the light function, which obviously just switches on the light, which I'm now going to blind you with. And this was a app I had to download, but it's just called LED light, and there's plenty of other alternatives if there's something like that. In my corners I have my messages, music, phone pad and phone book, and with my pages, generally as I go further to the right they get less important and less used. So I have Opera browser, which I find better than the default one. Deskill, which is always useful if things do start freezing and not working very well. Facebook, obviously, YouTube, Vignette, and that reminds me of another thing. I remember my previous review, I commented on the camera not being very good, and obviously the cameras know better now, but having apps such as Vignette, and I also have, I think, Action Photo, it allows you to do different types of photography than I am able to do with my point and shoot camera, so it's quite nice just having a variety really, and it makes up for the pure flash and things. So other things I have, notes that I use quite often. The Internet Movie Database. I've got into the habit of not being able to watch a movie without having to look up the details of the actors and the trivia of the movie. It's very Moorish, that app. I'm also quite enjoy reading comics on my thing, so I have Dilbert and Daily Comics. That's with an X, which is useful for comics like Saint and Happiness and XKCD. I have most of these are just show-off apps, such as the Sky Map, Goggles, and the Track ID. They're not that useful, but are good if you want to show off functionality of your phone. I also have Listen, which is the podcasting app from Google, and Browsecast, which lets you find BBC podcast subscription, so I quite often listen to Radio 4 podcasts when I'm on long journeys and things, and it very quite useful. I've got a few games on this page. Another app I find useful is OS Atlas Lite, which allows you to use OS maps on your phone, which is quite interesting if you're out walking. Although obviously don't rely on it because you need phone signal and battery and things. The app's Made Tracks is quite a fun app, especially if you do something like skiing or cycling. It lets you track your journey and have things like elevation, speed graphs and things. Tuned in Radio is a good internet radio app. So if you're into internet radio, get it. World News just links to every newspaper website in the world. Soft Alarm, I find it's better than the standard alarm just because it has things. It's quite soft in that it slowly builds up in volume rather than instantly being very loud. GPS Test, I am a bit of a GPS geek, so it's quite good being able to see satellite maps and the different satellites you're picking up. But like I say, I'm a GPS geek. I've done lots of work at it, so that's just an interest of me. Like I say, these are more of the apps that I don't use but go and delete. But yeah, so in summation, I'm still happy with this phone and all apps, and I'm also finding it a lot easier to do things such as messaging and things. Like that was a worry with this phone being so small, but once you get used to the keypad, I'm able to message as fast as I could on my old phone, and possibly even faster just because you use the keyboard more with searching for things on apps and whatnot. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. If you have any questions, please drop me a message. Thanks.